What's happening, y'all? It's Sunday. You know I love to get in front of the family every Sunday and talk about the stock market for the next day. But I'm going to go over the stock market for the next coming days, right? Because we got earnings coming up. So I'm going to show y'all what I'm looking at. A little bit of education, but also giving away some plays, right? So I'm going to go over what we're looking at for tomorrow, but I'm going to also go over a potential swing trade, low cost potential swing trade, right? So if we looking right now, at the fear and greed index, the market is fearful. But a week ago, we were even more fearful, right? Somewhere over here. That means that we're headed back to the upward direction. And it's perfect timing because earnings season, you know what I'm saying? The companies are reporting earnings. And it looked like they doing pretty good. They beating earnings like they do most of the time, right? So I want to get into this low cost play, and I'm gonna explain it in detail on why I like this one, right? So we got Intel. So Intel, let me see if I could go to Intel earnings. So Intel actually, if you look, Intel actually beat earnings, right? Intel beat earnings. They reported earnings just a day or two ago, something like that. But they beat earnings and they raised their guidance or raised estimates, raised expectations, right? But even with them beating earnings, Intel went down a whole bunch. Let's go to the daily chart. So Intel, after reporting good earnings, a good earnings report, it dropped all the way down, right? Okay, cool. So why am I looking at Intel if it dropped down after earnings? Let's go to the daily. Let's see what I'm looking at. All right, so we're going to start with the daily on Intel, and I'm going to go over the daily on AMD since I got that one pulled up too. So the daily on Intel, we are way oversold, right? We're oversold. We're at the bottom of the Bollinger Band. As you can see, it made this little wick coming down, and it used the Bollinger Band as support. All right. So on the daily chart, we are oversold. And I have a feeling that stocks kind of gravitate towards the 200 moving average, and it's very far away from the moving average. So we got to get back to that 200 moving average. All right, so AMD, it came down to the 200, and now it's making its way back up. So AMD is trending upwards, which kind of goes with the fear and greed index. AMD is less oversold than Intel is, but we got room. And look how this do support and resistance every time. Like, it'll get overbought, which is here, and then come down a little bit. So as you can see, the RSI is like my favorite indicator. So that's looking at the daily chart on Intel and AMD, right? So let's pull it up on AMD and Intel on the 5. So on the 5-minute chart, they're right in the middle as far as overbought and oversold. AMD did do this cross over here on the MACD. Intel is probably just gonna touch this line on the MACD and keep going up. You know what I'm saying? We don't really know till we know. On this one, on AMD, we got the triple bottom coming down to the pivot point, showing a strong level of support, which means AMD look like it's going up. Intel is probably gonna fill this gap. Look like Intel is going up. Cool. So as far as where you get in and out at, you can either use pivot points or Fibonacci retracement. I don't really have a preference between the two, but you know what I'm saying, they both work in my opinion. All right, so now we're gonna look at Walmart and AbbVie, right? Walmart, we came down to the 50, and we're using the 50 moving average as support. MACD is about to cross. This is on the daily. MACD is about to cross, and we got room to go on the RSI, right? So I'm liking a call option on Walmart. AbbVie, I'm really liking the call option on AbbVie. We came down to the 200 moving average and used the Bollinger Band as support. We used the Bollinger Band as support, and it looked like we might be just doing a fake out on that moving average. AbbVie looking like it's setting up for a good swing trade. I wouldn't actually swing it yet. I will wait to see what it's doing. Either gonna go past the 200 moving average or go up and retest it before. Either way it goes, if I get in as soon as it passed, I will push the date out further to give it time to retest and then go back up. But going back to AbbVie, on a daily chart, we are coming down to oversold. And usually when it hit oversold, as you can see, it likes to bounce. It likes to bounce when it hits oversold. So it's oversold, and we down at the 200, which means AbbVie is looking like a good call option tomorrow too. Everything is giving me good vibes. AbbVie, Walmart. All right, let's see what else we got. All right, we got PayPal. So let's look at PayPal. So PayPal, as you can see, it came down to the 200. It bounced up. That's on the daily. We headed in the upward direction, and the MACD is about to cross. PayPal is a nice call option. I would look for an exit right here at this strong level. I would exit if I was to do a trade on PayPal. I would look for an exit right there. The next exit would be at an even number, 70, or that pivot point right there. And those would be my exits on call options for PayPal tomorrow. I ain't even doing support levels because I'm almost positive the stock market going up tomorrow. All right, let's see what else we looking at. So it look like I just got PayPal. Okay, so PayPal on a shorter time frame. So PayPal on a shorter time frame, as you can see, we came right down to the midpoint of that RSI. And look what it does every time. It comes down, it goes back up, and the stock reflects it. It comes down, it goes back up, and the stock reflects it. Comes down, goes back up, and the stock reflects it. Look where it's at right now. Not only that, it came down to the 50. So it's at the 50 MA, and that candle got that long wick showing that it tried to go down, but the 50 MA pushed it back up. Nice call option for PayPal with an exit either at the 66 even or 66.32 is where I would get out on that one. So I gave y'all a gang of plays, man. It looks like the stock market is going up tomorrow stock market is going up tomorrow as a total. I'm most likely gonna do an Intel swing option, probably just 1 or 2 contracts, and I'm pushing it out probably a day or two after Nvidia reports earnings, because Nvidia has the power to move the whole stock market with it, and Intel is in the same sector as Nvidia. So I'm gonna do a call option with Intel tomorrow, probably 1 or 2 contracts, swing it for about a month out, lasting about 2 days after Nvidia posts earnings. I'm Mike the Money Motivator, man. I'm Mike the Money Motivator, man. Y'all make sure y'all like and subscribe.